I have a 4-year-old grandson who is really busy. He's probably hyperactive. He has a short attention span. And it's always a challenge when he comes to our house. It gets really tiring because he wants to do one thing. It might last or occupy him, I should say, for 30 seconds to a minute. And then bam, he's off and he wants to do something else. And nothing seems to satisfy him. The one exception, though, is Play-Doh. Play-Doh on the kitchen table will keep him occupied and busy for 15, maybe 20 minutes. But other than that, with all the toys and puzzles and things that we have, it's pretty tough to keep him busy, to keep him focused on one thing. But I came up with a solution to that last night. I succeeded so much so that my wife said, "That really worked, Eric." And I want to tell you what I did. I created a busy box. This is it. If you go to Amazon and you look at toys for young children up to 6 years old, you'll see busy boards. Here are some pictures of busy boards that you can buy on Amazon. And some of these have little tools, little screwdrivers, little wrenches, and they're a good idea, but I got a better idea. So here's the components of the Busy Box as it is now. It's going to change, of course. This is going to get bigger and more complex as I introduce new things. But this is where we started, and I have 4 3-inch by 3-inch blocks with a 3/8 inch hole through the center. I have 4 of them with a 1/2 inch hole through the center. I have 2 pieces of scrap wood here with holes 3/8 there, 1/2 there. And then I have bolts. These 4-inch long, threaded all the way bolts, 1/2 inch, were a good size for his hands. And yeah, so they would go up through there and he could thread the nuts on. I introduced the washers to him. He knows the tools. He knows these things to some degree from helping his father. He's got a daddy who's not a helpless man, and he's showing his son, like every man should, how to use tools. But Grandpa here, I'm reinforcing it, and we're learning, we're having fun. The 1/2 inch flat washers, these proved to be a lot of fun because we counted with them. I got 10 of them in there. We put bolts on, put washers on. I say we because I was kind of playing with him too. I was letting him do his thing, of course. You don't want to, be too involved. You want to just kind of monitor and suggest and explain, and how about this, and play with my grandson. That's what I did. So we've got the 1/2 inch nuts. We have 3/8 inch nuts. We have lock washers. Then we have the tools. We got adjustable wrench. So he's playing with that. We've got the fixed wrenches here. Got a ratcheting end there. And then his contribution, and it was a good contribution, was this little dump truck. He got this out of the toy box in the adjoining room, and that really proved to be a lot of fun for him. This is the basic box as it is now. In time, I'm going to add more wood, and I'm going to add more hardware. I'm going to introduce new tools, like, of course, we'll want to introduce a screwdriver, and this Pickwick screwdriver will be ideal because it has all these different bits, and he can work at pushing through the right bit. And what I'll do is get machine screws. I'll put some threaded inserts in the wood, and he can screw and unscrew the machine screws with the screwdriver. I'll introduce nut drivers in time, and we'll get the vice grips in there. That ought to be a lot of fun, right? And then I can show him weird tools like this. This is something I picked up at an estate sale. It's a vintage, let me look at what it says here, XL pocket wrench. I keep that in my tool bag, and it's actually a very handy tool. It has come in handy a couple of times. Well, that's the way it is right now. Like I said, I had a lot of fun with my grandson. This kept him so occupied that it was a great night. We had a great night. It was fun to play with my grandson with this Busy Box. Now, let me just show you some little excerpts from last night.
It says, round I go. If he's very silly.
You getting it tight?
Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Gotta make it. Gotta make it sad. That's what you do when you get it tight.
Can I show you something?
Yeah.
Look, you're going like...
Even the big one will try one. Huh? Why is this one not fitting? Let's try that. 2 washer, 3 washer, 4 washer, 5 washer. How many ones do you get this time? Bam, bam. How many washer do you get? Did you get 4 washer? Look, your little tiny washer. Look at that. I'm working very good. Trying my best. Take off the wash. Then it gets broken. We have to push the washer back. You know what I like to do? I always like to make a roof.
Yep.
Like that. With wood in it. Oh no! The house building. We broke the house building.
Yes. Why don't you load them up?
Here's the wood jumper. Let's load them up with all of them. Let's take a lot of screws. Sure you can load that. Sure you can dump that off. Gotta take out the washer bolt. The bolt, it had to use transformation. Gotta use transformation to put in the bolt back together.
So there you go. There's my concept of the busy box. Grandpa's busy box, my version. And it's a idea that you could use with a granddaughter just as well if she has an interest in tools and that sort of thing. No problem there. But I'll tell you, my granddaughter, 4 years old, when she comes, she just loves playing with dolls. My wife makes sure that she's got dolls and doll furniture, and she can occupy herself. She's focused. She's in her own world playing with those dolls. Not all kids are the same, are they? So anyway, that's the idea. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.